the homie Ice Cube, you know, NWA Ice Cube, has been on this Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. You saw him say on Twitter that he was going on a F the Gatekeepers tour. He started off on Joe Rogan. I know he did Pierce Morgan. He did the Pivot. He rode around with Tucker Carlson and had Tucker in the studio. I believe I saw him on the Breakfast Club as well, right? And basically, Ice Cube has a lot to talk about. If you haven't seen any interviews, you want to go check him out. But his beef with the NBA, I find it interesting. You know, Ice Cube has the Big Three League, which is 3-on-3 half-court basketball. You got some younger players, but mainly the league is comprised of dudes who are NBA veterans who don't play no more. Kind of the theory is that they're playing once a week. They can give it all they got. These guys can still hoop. You know what I'm saying? He moves his shows around, his basketball games around from arena to arena, different cities. This year, they're also celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. So Ice Cube's been doing this for a few years now, entertaining summertime basketball. Now, the Ice Cube's beef is that the NBA is getting in his way to stop Ice Cube and to slow him down. Basically by saying that the Big Three is a rival league to the NBA. Now, let's be fucking serious. The Big Three is not a rival league to the NBA. But the NBA does have summertime basketball properties, like the Summer League, the WNBA. Now, the ProAm Circuit is not NBA related, but you'll see ProAm games on NBA TV, whether it be the Drew League, whether it be the Able League down there in Atlanta. I know at time to time you'll see Rucker Park on there, even though Rucker Park is not the place it used to be. It's really a tourist attraction now. You want good street basketball in New York, you hit up the Dykeman, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the tournament. The tournament's not an NBA property also, but the tournament shares a broadcast partner in ESPN. Now, Cube is saying that, you know, the NBA has these things where they could say, okay, well, the Big Three is, you know, a rival league. But I don't look at the Big Three as a rival league. It could rival some of your properties. I get that. But the Big Three has their television deal with CBS. The tournament has ESPN. So my guess is the NBA is kind of telling these corporate sponsors and potential broadcast partners not to get in bed with the Big Three because you jeopardize your relationship with the NBA. And obviously the companies don't want to jeopardize relationship with the big bad NBA. So that's kind of where the problem starts. And listen, for the most part, on the surface, well, the NBA runs their business. Ice Cube runs his business. The NBA says it's a rival. Then Ice Cube needs to go build his business up. But then you think back to the summer of 2020. And let me tell you something. In the summer of 2020, I knew all of y'all was frauds, particularly people associated with the corporate media, with Black Lives Matter on the court like the NBA did, and Black Lives Matter slogans, and the players changing their jerseys to social media, you know, the social justice campaigns. Well, what Ice Cube is saying was all of that you did for show is one thing, but when you got a chance to coexist and actually do business with a Black-owned business, you instead say it's your rivals and you get out the way. Ice Cube has expressed that several NBA owners would like to invest in the Big Three. Ice Cube even said, listen, why can't every NBA franchise have a Big Three franchise? Fantastic idea. I'm sure some of the NBA owners like it. But not Adam Silver. See, Adam Silver, on the other hand, is telling the owners, nah, this is a rival league. We're not getting in bed with Ice Cube. And he's standing 10 toes down on that. So that's why Ice Cube was on this F the Gatekeepers tour. I think Ice Cube has a beef here. Because if the owners, private businessmen, are trying to get involved with the league, why not let them? What's your beef with Ice Cube? You know, he's a Black man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Ice Cube. You know him from his movies. You know his history. You know what he can do. He has the business acumen. But you don't really want to do business with black businesses. See, it's easy to put slogans on the court. It's easy to have players walk around with justice on the back of their jerseys. But when it's time to really get something done, the NBA showed their true colors. And I'm appreciative of my man Ice Cube